For example, here's ralphlauren.com. Now here you'll see that they offer a variety of different colors and also sizes. And if we actually select a specific color right here, you will then see that the product actually changes, and we can do the same exact thing with WooCommerce. So let me walk you through how to create a variable product. So over here, now instead of going into the back end, here under plus new, I'll just click on product. And this is more of a shortcut way on how to create products and pages with WordPress. All right, so for the product name, I'm gonna put Darrel's shoes, right? Darrel's shoes, okay. Product description, I'll just throw in some content. And scrolling down, here we have product data, and I'm gonna select variable product. Here I'll go ahead and close these pop-ups. And you can also choose a SKU number as well, and a stock management and everything else. Now here we also have shipping, so we can put like the actual dimensions. Here we have link products, so we can also add in those other products like we did before. Next, let's click on attributes. Now this is gonna be the most important part of a variable product. So what is the first attribute? Well, it's probably the size, right? So here we have size. And then here we have size 10. I'll just put size 10, okay? Now the next thing you're gonna do is there is a bracket above the enter sign on your keyboard. You're gonna hold shift and press that button. I'll leave it on the screen right here so you can see what to press. Then we have size 11. And then I'll go ahead and put in size 12. Now, a lot of the t-shirts will probably follow small, medium, and large, but since I'm offering shoes, I'm just going to put various sizes. So here I'll put size 10, 11, and also size 12. Now, what I want to do here is click on Save Attributes. Now, I want to add in a second attribute. So over here, I'll click on Add New, and I want to put in color. It's color. The first color I'll put is gray. The second is red, and the next one is beige. Okay, then I'll click on Save Attributes. So here we have size and color. Next, let's click on Variations. Here I'll click on Variations, and then I'm gonna click on Generate Variations. And next I'll click on OK. So what this is gonna do, it's gonna combine both attributes, and it's gonna create a shoe size for each individual one. So here we have size 10 gray, size 10 red, size 10 beige, and then we have the same thing for size 11 and also size 12. Now, I'll be honest, guys, this is gonna be the most tedious part of e-commerce. So for example, for size 10 gray, here, I'll click on edits. You'll now need to go through each individual one and create an image for this one right here. So for example, size 10 gray, here we go. I'll select the one for that. And then here we have the price. I'm gonna put $50. And then you can also choose the weight if you want to go that route. Now, I just want to be very transparent here. You must have a price. If you do not have a price, this product will not be able to be added to the cart. So it is very important you do not forget the actual price of the product. So you'll go through here and fill this information for each specific product, or you can just leave it blank. It's really up to you. So here I'll go ahead and click on edits. All right, close that. And now I want to do size 10 red. So right here, I'll go ahead and put in the red shoes. And this is also $50. Okay. And the last one, size 10 beige. Here, I'll go ahead and put in the beige. There we go. And this one is going to be $80. This one's going to be a little bit more expensive. Okay. Then I'll click on edit. And then you'll do the same thing for the rest of the actual products. So I'll go ahead and fast forward this. Okay, and once you're done adding in all of the images and the pricing and description for each specific size, you'll then click on Save Changes. Next here, you'll see product short description. So you can go ahead and add in some description about the actual product. Now, you can also add in each individual description for each product here as well under the description option. So you can add in description for each specific one. So if they do select it, you can showcase different descriptions based off their selection. This one right here is just a general product short description. So I'll just go ahead and leave that there. And here we have product image. Now, this is going to be the default image of when they actually see the actual product image. And over here, we have default form values. So the first thing I want to do is here I'll select size 11. And then we also have the default color. So I want to make sure that this gray is the same as my product image right here, because this is going to be the default selection for the actual product. And once you've added in all of those options for the variable product, you'll then click on Publish. All right, so here we go. We have Darrel's shoes, and you're gonna see the price ranges from $50 to $80. That's because the beige are $80, so it's a little bit more expensive. We're gonna scroll down right here, and if I select maybe size 10 and red, you will then see that the product will change to the red shoes. So here we have gray, right? And here I'll select beige. So once I select size 10 beige, you'll now see the price jumps to $80 because we actually charge a little bit more for the beige shoes. So this way right here, you'll see that users can go ahead and, shop with different variations on your e-commerce store. And they can also add multiple ones to the cart. So for example, here they can select 4 shoes, add to the cart. And then once I scroll up here at the top, you will now see the user has 4 shoes in the actual cart. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the actual product categories. Now over here, let's go ahead and go to our dashboard, and we have products, and then here we have categories. Now I do realize that the theme imported some categories that you might not need. So what you can do here is click on this and you can delete them. So I'll go ahead and click on the ones I don't want. And then I will click on delete. Now there's one more thing that I do want to mention. So this one right here, it cannot be deleted. So what I recommend to do here is just use this. So you can put something like Darrel's gear or something. Here we go, Darrel's gear, okay. And then update category. And then use this right here as one of your categories. So unfortunately, you cannot delete this one. So just make sure that if you do create categories, you should probably use the uncategorized category. All right, welcome to